Hi, everyone. This is David from CSR Insights. Thank you for joining us and having conversations about good matters that improve people's lives. Now, let's talk about caring beyond measure. Thank you to Pope John Paul II Hospital and Medical Center for supporting the show. Our guest for today is Dr. Arvin Marbibi. He is an active consultant in Pope John Paul II Hospital and Medical Center practicing diabetology. He is also a Department of Health, DOH accredited physician for drug dependency examination. Dr. Marbibi, welcome to the program.
Uh, Thank you, David.
Oo, Dr. Mabibi, nakita ko rito, no, meron kang sinend sa akin na ah, past president ka ng Las Piñas Medical Society, and you're also a recipient of multiple awards. Banggitin ko na, no, City Leadership and Governance Program, UPLB, College of Arts and Science Most Outstanding and Distinguished Alumni, and UPHR Most Outstanding Alumni in the Field of Medicine. Gaano kahalaga para sa isang medical practitioner, a doctor like you, na maging active din ano sa community, hindi lang doon sa clinic or sa hospital na sinaserve mo.
It's very important that uh, to be involved, no, not only for your patients but also in the community. So, it's one of our to be a five-star no, position. No, you should be also providing services. No,
Mhm.
hindi lamang for financial gain, but also for you know at least makatulong. It's our advocacy, okay, to serve.
Oh, very good ano. Sa experience mo ba in working with the community, ano 'yon, meron ba kayong mga ginagawang mga projects halimbawa, and then you try to also involve people from different industries or professions?
Come again, sorry. Yes. Actually, I'm also a member of the Rotary Club in Las Piñas,
Oh, nice.
part of our motto is to service above self. No, so we provide no services, and also uh, we also donate no things that the community needs. No, recently nga lang in Las Piñas General Hospital, we donated an ultrasound machine, no?
Mhm. Okay.
For them to for that is for another one of my my baby programs, the teenage pregnancy prevention program. But
Oh,
I think
very mhm.
we will be talking for today the ano no yung uh drug prevention, because
Oo
this
nga.
week is November is a drug prevention week. So I was
Mhm.
invited by a good friend of mine to talk about it. No,
Yeah.
um, I'm actually both private and public health practitioner. So you mentioned
Mhm.
earlier that I also work in Pope John Paul Hospital, and my
Mhm.
passion to study diabetes has led me to practice as primary care provider
Mm, mm.
for patients with diabetes. So my private patients and my colleagues call us diabetologists. No? Pero nung I'm also a public health servant, no? Working the local health office, and prior to the pandemic, when our former President Rodrigo Duterte declared war against illegal drugs,
Yeah. Mm.
many nag-surrender, no? So nabalitaan natin yun and wanted to be rehabilitated.
Mhm,
Most
mhm.
of those who were apprehended requested for actually a plea bargaining to lower their punishment. No?
Mhm.
Hence, yung court required them to undergo DDE, no, yung drug
Okay.
dependency examination.
Mm.
So we are then trained to study addiction medicine to be able to conduct this DDE to determine whether the patient is user abuser or dependent, no? And the
Mm,
law
mm.
requires that any person who voluntarily or compulsorily submit himself herself for drug treatment and rehabilitation must be seen first by a DOH accredited physician. I started my basic training way back in 2019
Mhm.
and was granted with provisional accreditation for 1 year, which was extended due to the pandemic. I
Yeah.
only had my full accreditation this year, 2020.
Mhm. 'Pag ano, can you walk us through sa life ng isang drug user ba ang tama pong tawag doon? Una, alam ba nila na magiging addicted sila or dependent sila dun sa drugs na tinitake nila? Anong mindset meron sila before mag-start yung condition na yon?
Actually, kanya-kanya silang experiences eh. So,
Mm.
every time I interview them, iba-iba yung kanilang reason why they
Aha.
started taking drugs, no?
Mm.
So, actually, yung paggamit ng droga is actually all walks of life eh. The rich or
Really?
the poor, makikita
Mm.
mo sila gumagamit eh. Pero for the rich people, I noticed that they use drugs as a means of enjoyment or recreation, usually in
Aha.
parties, no?
Mm.
For the poor people, they often use drugs due to peer pressure during drinking
Mm.
spree, no? Kapag
Mm.
mayroong inuman, some use it as a getaway from stress in the real world, and while others, no, pag tinatanong ko, why is it that you use drugs? They said that for them to become more active or for them to be able to work longer, no? Example
Mm.
yung prolonged hours of drive.
Mm. Mm.
So
So,
yun. So kaya marami din po yung mga bus drivers, lalo na yung mga long na gumagamit
oo.
po eh.
Okay. So, ano ba 'yon? Hindi ko alam kung tama yung politically correct ito. Nasa tamang pag-iisip sila bago mag-engage sa ganong activity or ganong usage.
Yes,
Tama ba?
nasa
Okay.
tamang pag-iisip sila. So most of the time na
Mm.
peer pressure lang sila sa paggamit, no? Nandyan na, try mo.
Mm.
So yun. But
Mm.
hindi sila yung first time na gagamit pa lang dahil tapos bibili sila dahil gusto nilang gumamit. Usually inabutan sila. So yun.
Okay, okay. So pag ganito, sa ganong level, meron na bang mga lumalapit sa iyo na nag-umpisa pa lang, kunwari, ay doc, nasubukan ko po ito pero hindi pala dapat. Ano magiging effect nun sa akin? Magiging dependent na ba ako agad? Paano ko mapipigilan yon?
Actually, never pa po akong nakakita po na lumapit, no? Na ah, first time pa lang nag-try tapos they wanted to get out of it agad, no? Usually,
Okay.
yung mga lumalapit po sa akin, either the court, no? Sinabihan po sila na kailangan nilang drug-dependent examination because it's a requirement bago ma-rehabilitate sila. Okay?
Okay.
Or yung mga relatives po, sila po yung nagdadala po doon sa mga patient,
Mm.
relative nila na gumagamit ng droga, no?
Mm.
But meron din naman na talagang lumapit pero matagal na silang gumagamit.
Okay.
They are been using like years, no? Before they decided to go to me
Mm.
to seek consult and for them to be rehabilitated.
Ang isang tao ba na gumagamit ng illegal drugs ay kaya niya on his or her own napigilan yon o dapat talaga mag-approach sila ng medical experts?
That's a very good question, no? Kasi they are different, may mga level din sila noon sa paggamit
Mm.
ng droga. So there are some are just users po, no? Meron din po
Okay.
tayong nag-a-abuse, then meron tayong po tinatawag na dependent na.
Uy,
So
very good.
pag
Sige nga,
sinabi mo
pa-explain.
user,
Mm-mm.
pag sinabi mo silang user, yun yung kaya pa nila eh. Gagamit lang sila pag gusto nila. Yun. So,
Okay.
pag
Mhm.
ayaw nila, okay lang. Wala naman akong withdrawal na ano. So, yun, user
Mm.
lang sila noon. Hindi pa sila masyadong, hindi pa nila talagang totally ina-abuse yung paggamit ng droga.
Aha.
Tumikim
Okay.
na, baka nakatikim na, pero kaya pang uminto. But
Mhm.
for the abuser, yun nga, they frequently use the drugs, no? Until the time na di na nila kaya di na nila makontrol
Mhm.
yung psychological, behavioral effects ng drugs, no?
Mhm.
So, we call them na as abuser na. So, pag
Okay.
sinabi mo naman dependent, there will come a time na kapag bumababa yung level ng therapeutic level ng ng drugs eh. So, pag bumababa na sa sistema, naghahanap na, nagkasunod.
Aha.
So,
Mm.
ito na yung dependent sinasabi natin.
Mm.
So, some of the drug dependent, meron na silang withdrawal symptoms, no?
Okay.
Kapag halimbawa tinitigil nila yung paggamit ng droga. So, which makes it difficult for them to stop.
Nakakasira ba siya ng bait or paano bang medical process nun? Halimbawa, so when you take it in, bakit ako ma-addict sa drugs? Anong nangyayari sa brain ko or sa katawan ko?
Okay. Meron kasing merong depressant, no? Meron ding nagiging active ka pa kapag
Okay.
nagtitake ka ng droga. So, yun. So, may mga ganon. So, it depende sa type of drugs that you've been using, no? Most of the common ones, no, according to
Aha.
the PIDEA or yung Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, no,
Mm.
na in study ng NIH, National Institute for Health, yung mga common na drugs na nakikita po sa market is yung methamphetamine, hydrochloride, or shabu. No?
Mhm.
It remains to be the most abused drug in the country, followed by marijuana or yung cannabis sativa. No?
Mhm.
Then, yung MDMA or what we call commonly called as ecstasy. No? Ecstasy is a well-known for being a party drug. No?
Yeah.
Commonly used in the nightlife or parties, no? And it is also considered as one of the most expensive drugs, no? Sadly, meron din tayong mga nakikita sa mga street children, no? Sa mga kalye, no?
Street children.
Yung mga
Mhm.
solvents and other
Oo,
inhalants,
yeah.
nakikita mo meron silang hawak-hawak na no na plastic, no?
Oo.
Tapos nakikita mo ini-inhale sila, no?
Oo.
Previously, they are called rugby boys due to the
Mhm.
brand not being commonly used. No? But nowadays, ang, they are being using special cements like yung Ulcasil, yung ano, the one that used to
Yes.
pang-stop ng mga leaks sa roof. So
Uh-huh.
yun. So
So
ginagamit na
even
rin yun
that.
ng mga street children, no? And
Oh.
kaya ko minimension to kasi iba't iba yung reason nila. Like for example, sa street children, no? Pag tinanong mo sila, bakit ka gumagamit niyan?
Mm.
Kasi pag gumagamit na kami nito, hindi kami nagugutom eh.
Okay.
So that's the sad thing about it. So instead of, hanap sila ng, wala kasi silang makain, ano na lang, magra-rugby na lang para lang
Mm.
malipasan ng gutom.
Mm. So ang drug abuse o dependency or use, isang malaking factor yung source or yung drive kung bakit mo siya gagamitin. Halimbawa, kung ikaw yung tatrabaho, gusto mo more energy, kung ikaw ay hyper, mag-depress ka, or kung gutom ka, wala kang makain, when you take this, you'll be good. So ang pag-solve sa drug abuse problem sa Philippines, halimbawa, or sa mga communities, dapat doon mag-umpisa. Hindi lang skin deep, tama ba?
Yes, true, no? So, it's really a big problem, no, sa community, no?
Mhm.
Parang ginagawa kasi nila yung drugs as a coping mechanism to resolve their problems. So, yun
Okay.
yung nangyayari. So, may problema ako sa pamilya ko, na-stress ako, inaway ako ng asawa ko. So, wala akong pambigay na baon sa mga bata. Yun ang nagugulat din nga ako. Wala na kasi silang pambigay ng baon. Pero
Nagagawa ng
ah
paraan yung ano.
nagagawa nila ng paraan pagdating sa droga. So
Oo,
that's
oo.
that's the ironic of it, no? Kaya pag halimbawa talagang during my drug dependent examination, sinasabi ko na habang maaga pa lang at hindi pa ah hindi pa nag-aaral yung mga bata, no?
Mm,
You
mm.
need to be rehabilitated, no? So, pumapayag naman sila, no, na to be
Mm,
rehabilitated, no? So,
mm. Sige, bago
except
tayo
of course doon sa sa mga sinabihan ng mga judge na magpa-rehab. Wala silang choice eh kasi
yeah.
they have been apprehended, nakulong sila, no?
Mm.
Tapos ang di lang nila alam, once na nag-plea bargain sila, meron na silang marka sa sa kanilang records, no?
Okay.
Sa records na.
Mm.
So, lalabas doon, meron ka ng criminal record, gumamit ka na ng droga. Inamin mo
Mm.
na. So, yun ang hindi nila alam sa plea bargain. No? Kaya lang,
Okay.
wala naman silang choice. Otherwise, tumatagal sila sa kulungan because of
Oo.
the slow ang ating justice
Mm.
system eh. So, hindi kaagad na nabibigyan ng mga hearing, no?
Mm.
So, mga schedule ng hearing and minsan tapos na-serve na nila, nandun pa rin sila sa kulungan.
Oo, oo. Uy, ang galing ha. Talagang babad ka nga sa community and government work.
Mm.
Ganito, sabi mo, 'di ba, parang expensive nga yung pagbili ng drugs halimbawa. meron ba siyang pinagkaiba sa liquor, halimbawa, or alcohol or tobacco? Kasi 'di ba addictive din 'yun in a way? Bakit hindi sila doon mag-resort na lang? Hindi ko sinasabing okay 'yun ha, pero 'di ba, ano ba yung mga ibang paraan, para mag-cope sila sa kung ano mang pinagdaraanan nila?
Yes, it's true, no? Addictive din siya. Actually, kasama nga siya sa mga ano, kapag meron ding rehabilitation for those patients na
Hmm,
alcoholic,
okay.
no? Drinker, no?
Mm,
So
mm.
talagang abuser na ng alcohol, no? Um, Paano ba, ang question mo is, ah
Anong ibang
bakit
option nila?
hindi na lang
Oo.
sila uminom
Oo,
kesa sa
oo, 'di ba? Natanong mo na ba
gumamit
sila?
ng droga, no?
Oo.
Actually, ang problem natin kasi is that once you engage into a risky behavior, no, pataas ng pataas yung ano, yung take mo. Kasi nagiging ano ka na,
Hmm,
tolerant ka na eh. So like for example, in alcohol,
mm.
yung tama niya, kung sa simula, okay, tatama sa iyo yung 1 to 2 beers, no, or
Yeah.
1 to 2, ano ng drinks, no? But
Mm.
the next time na iinom ka na, hindi ka natatamaan ng 2 beers. You'll
Okay.
be drinking 3 or 4 beers para lang sa solve ka na, no? And
Mm.
that's the reason why they are taking drugs. So
Hmm,
kasi hindi na nila nararamdaman eh. Medyo gusto nila yung tama, no? Mas okay sa kanila. Kaya dinadagdag nila yung paggamit ng
mm.
drugs.
Doon sa mga never nagustuhan ang smoking or drinking or drugs, anong anong meron sila? Anong kakaiba sa kanila? Bakit ayaw nila at alam nila na hindi, bawal sa akin 'yan or makasasama yan sa akin, sa pamilya ko, sa community ko?
Meron maganda pa yung ano kanilang siguro yung ano ba sabihin natin, life skills
Social,
nila to refuse, no, to say no to
oo.
those things, no. Siguro um matured na yung pag-iisip nila. Kasi may mga ganun eh. Kaya nga dapat
Mm.
yung mga bata as much as possible, bata pa lang, huwag mo i-engage into a risky behavior like drinking alcohol eh. Kasi once they
Oh.
started, ano na yan, matagal-tagal na yan bago yung mawala. So even yung paggamit ng cigarette, no? So once
Mhm.
they started young, then mahihirapan na sila pag tumanda na tanggalin yung
Mm.
paninigarilyo. The reason behind that is because yung kanilang brain, no, yung prefrontal cortex na tinatawag sa utak, hindi pa matured eh. So
Okay.
nandun pa yung kanilang amygdala na nagko-control ng emotions nila. So Ah, kaya yung mga adolescent, yung mga risky behaviors, no?
Oo, oo nga.
Kadalasan nag-engage sila, wala silang takot, no? Sa mga risky behavior. Pwede nga silang tumalon sa building, kakayanin, second floor, third floor, tatalon sila.
Totoo, totoo.
Akala nila hindi sila masasaktan.
Oo nga.
Tayong pag matanda na tayo, pag tumalon ka lang ng konti lang,
Totoo.
ilang ilang feet
Mm.
lang, alam mo na pwede ka mabalian. Sa kanila,
Mm.
hindi yan. Baliwala yun sa kanila.
Mm. So napakalaking factor no na maayos yung halimbawa yung parenting. 'Di ba yung iba sinasabi nila para maging doktor ka or maging professional, ilang years ang aaralin mo para magka-diploma ka, lisensya ka. Pero pag kinasal ka, wala namang eskwelahan na papasukin yan eh, no? Or pag nagkaanak ka. So napaka-importante siguro na ano no, dapat responsable yung mga gustong mag-asawa or mga elderly na mag-aalaga sa mga bata. Naiintindihan nila na oo nga no, they're in this kind of season in their lives, adolescent sila, risky behavior, so doble ang pagbabantay. Ganun po ba yun?
Yes, yes, tama. If you are, like for example, you want to become a parent, dapat maging role model ka
Mhm.
muna. So otherwise, kung ano yung ginagawa mo, di ba sabi nga nila, may kasabihan tayo, kung ano ginagawa ng tatay, gagawin ng anak. Ginagawa ng nanay, gagawin ng anak. So, kasi because that is their role model eh. So kung naninigarilyo yung umiinom ng alak yung magulang at nakikita sila ng mga anak, then most likely gagawin din nila. So,
Mhm.
first thing first is that you need to be responsible, no?
Mhm.
Not only for yourself, but also sa mga tao sa paligid. Yun. So,
Okay.
that's right. Now, yung parenting, I do agree, no? Na very important yan, no? To prevent yung mga risky behaviors and even yung lalong-lalo na sa paggamit ng illegal drugs.
Mm. Ang rehabilitation, paano ang process nun? So, you're asked by the court to do it or by your loved ones. Ano ang proseso? Gaano katagal?
Actually, way back no nung pinoclaim yung Republic Act 9165, yung also known as the Comprehensive Dangerous Drug Act of 2002, no? Ni-created yung Dangerous Drug Board, no? And from there, actually the board decides who can authorize who can diagnose, treat or manage these drug users and dependents, no? So hindi basta-basta no yung pagpaparehabilitate. Dadaan
Mm.
pa yan sa court, no? It's either you from
Okay.
us na magdi-DDE, then we can give a medical certificate that recommending na, oh, ito, sige, ano to, pa-rehabilitate mo. So not all doctors no can give medical certificate and say to the court na,
Mm.
to the judge na, oh, pa-rehabilitate to. It,
Okay.
they must be trained, no, doctors, Department of Health, no, just like
Mm.
me. I was trained by the ng DOH under po ng FHSRB, no, yung Health Facility Service Regulatory Bureau, in
Mm.
coordination with the Dangerous Drug Abuse Prevention and Treatment Program. Okay?
Mm.
So after that, ipapasa sa sa court, then the court will decide, then will issue na kinakailangan i-rehabilitate ng tao to, no? So unfortunately, kapag voluntarily ka, may bayad 'yun, no? Pag
Mm.
magpapaano ka, magpapa-rehabilitate ka. Pero yung mga nakulong, yun, wala yung bayad. Pag pumapasok
Good,
sila
good.
sa DTARC, no? DTARC means Drug Treatment and Rehabilitation center. No? Yun po
Mm.
yung mga center po na tumatanggap po ng mga inpatient uh, uh, drug users or drug abusers or drug dependent.
Mm. Anong
Yeah.
success rate niyan? Uh, usually.
Magandang success rate, no? Actually, may study naman yan eh. So, but 6 months usually ang rehabilitation program sa inpatient facility, no? We also
Mm.
have outpatient, no? So, yung outpatient naman, for those na drug user, no? So, na who want to be rehabilitated, no? Monthly, pupunta sila for about mga 18 months, no? Doon sa facility to be counseled. Tapos anytime, pwedeng biglaan na lang namin tinitest kung sila po ba ay gumagamit pa o hindi, no? Ngayon,
Mhm.
kung dati kasi siya na gumagamit at na rehabilitate, no? Provisionary lang 'yon sa kanya.
Okay.
Once na gumagamit siya ulit at nalaman nga no na positive sa drug testing, no, pwede siyang ipasok ulit for rehabilitation.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Bumabalik ba 'to 'pag, kunwari graduate ka na sa rehab program, pwede siyang bumalik?
Yes, actually pwede siyang bumalik. Kaya nga talagang it's a disease, no, na kailangan tutukan po, no.
Mhm.
Sakit talaga 'yan pag once na
Talaga?
na
Mm.
gumamit ka na.
Kung hindi ka naman bumalik halimbawa 'no, so nagtuloy-tuloy na, meron bang physical changes na mangyayari sa'yo?
Ah, Actually maganda yung kadalasan yung mga nakakausap ko na dati nagpa-rehab tapos ang ganda na nga din nila yung service nila sa community. So, yung they give back again to the community. Yung iba nga tuturo, yung iba nagpe-preach, no? Ah, maganda, maganda. So, they can be they can become again a productive, no? To the community.
Mhm. Maisingit ko lang, Doc, ano, I was
Mm.
reading about you, tapos nakita ko you also do services for persons deprived of liberty. Meron kayong engagement with them. Ano yung mga tinuturo niyo sa kanila?
Actually, recently, I was able to go to the PDLs nga sa mga kababaihan naman. So I was
Mhm.
invited to talk about smoking
Oh,
cessation.
okay.
So yun
Mhm.
naman yung pinag-usapan namin kasi ano yung mga tawag dito, consequences of using these cigarettes, no? So, maganda naman yung discussion namin.
At saka mahal no? Magastos no? Kapag meron
Oo,
kang ganyang ano.
pinakompute ko sa kanila how much ba yung yung ah magkano na ba yung sigarilyo ngayon, tapos how much ba yung tag dito, gaano ba karami yung ginagamit nila sa isang linggo.
Mhm.
So, they computed it, like, nagulat sila. Ganun palagi ang ginagastos nila sa pagbili ng cigarette.
Mm.
So, some are saying that, oh, hindi na kami naninigarilyo ngayon. Ano na kami, vaping. But actually, there's amendment to the law
Really.
on smoking cessation, no, na
Mm.
ano na rin yan, yung vaping, hindi rin pwede, no, lalo na in public places. Okay?
Mm.
So, kasi nakita rin natin na nakakasama rin talaga sa kalusugan ng tao.
At saka ibang klase rin kasi yung marketing ng, sorry sa mga tobacco
Oo.
companies. Kahit lagyan na natin ng, smoking kills, picture ng kung ano-ano, wala epekto no? Talagang
Yeah,
bibili at
wala.
bibili yung mga tao. So, anyway, kawawa syempre, yung gumagamit. And also, yung pamilya na naapektuhan. Doc, siguro patapos na yung ating program, meron ka bang mga tips na pwede ibigay sa mga families na ngayon, merong siguro loved ones or relatives na gusto sana nilang ipa-rehab?
Well, my tips siguro, kung hindi ka pa gumagamit, huwag mong subukan. Kasi once you started it, it's very difficult, no, to disengage, no. Um, Tapos if ever na yung relatives mo na umamin, or you found out that they are using prohibited drugs, no, uh, try to cleanse them by itago mo muna sila. For how long? As long as they can refuse taking it. So, if they are ready na, so then most likely talagang ready na silang hindi na mag-engage ulit to prohibited drugs. No? But if you fail, then it's about time that you seek professional help, no? For them, no? Every city meron tinatawag na ADAW, no? Yung Anti-Drug
Mhm.
Abuse Office, no? Yung services na ay pino-provide na free, no, for those persons who are using drugs. Okay? So, and also, siguro sa pag-provide naman ng mga services, no? Actually, sa services, there are actually two types, no? One is yung individual, and the other one is yung population-based, no? So, for
Mhm.
the individual base, we must focus on mental health program of each individual, and I think that's the goal of the government now, no? Kaya marami ka ngayong makikita ng mga projects, programs na that is focusing on mental health. Okay, so for the compulsory, well, I think the companies are doing good in conducting drug testing in the workplace, no? Sa community naman, siguro attend to yung mga liporan, no, for drug prevention, no? Kadalasan yan, ang nagle-lecture po dyan is yung mga police din po, and also mga doctors.
Mhm. Dr.
Yeah.
Arvin, meron ka bang encouragement for your co-doctors na, to go out and try to experience community work para mas maging robust pa yung interventions natin sa ating public health system?
Yeah, it's actually kulang po talaga ang doktor, no? Na nag-engage into public service, no? If kaya pa ng time mo, engage, no? And pwede po tayong pumasok sa local, pwede tayong pumasok sa national health, or even if you don't want yung mga nasa government, then join siguro yung mga clubs, no, like mga Rotary clubs, no, na they can actually nagko-conduct din sila ng mga medical missions. So yeah, so you can actually participate in one of their medical missions, so that you can help the community.
Thank you, Dr. Arvin. I'm David from CSR Insights. Maraming salamat po. God bless you.